If you want to join me in going through Golden Guardians' YouTube channel, seeing what they do well, seeing what they can improve on, and talking about the future of their content, keep watching. Hey guys, my name is Sam, aka Just Casual here. Welcome to the Esports Content YouTube channel, where we'll be talking about our favorite thing, esports, and looking at the content it produces. This is the first video of a series where I go through all 10 North American League of Legends professional teams and talk about their content and what they're doing. Now on the side of the screen, you're gonna see an outline of what I'm gonna be talking about with timestamps. Some of it might be boring to you, some of it might be really interesting, but skip around because I will eventually get to the spicy stuff, which is at the end of the video, so you might wanna click to that if you don't care about the nitty-gritty of YouTube. Golden Guardians is one of the 10 teams that are in the League of Legends professional esports scene in North America. In this past split, they placed 10th place out of all 10 teams. At the time of this recording, it is May 7th, 2018, and Golden Guardians has less than 2,000 subscribers. Just to give you a little point of reference, Optic Gaming, which was one of the biggest esports organizations, they have over 1 million subscribers. So Golden Guardians is definitely on the very low end when we talk about YouTube channels. Golden Guardians, out of the 10 LCS teams, had the lowest channel view count and the lowest subscribers, and they are second to last when it comes to how many videos they've put out amongst the 10 teams. Okay, so just looking at the front page right now, we see Golden Guardians banner looks really good. Looks good on mobile as well. It'll probably look good on TV just to seeing how it's cropped. So we see right here, there are 4 links showing. You can actually put 5, so I would suggest Golden Guardians to just add another link. Probably there's Discord channel since they've been pushing that lately. For the first link, you can actually change the text from Twitter. You could change it to follow here or tweet us. I think you could do something really interesting. You can even put @Golden Guardians. That might be cool. If you're not subscribed to the channel, the first thing you see is a featured video. It's their best video by far. Has the most views, most engagement, most likes. I will talk about this video later, but that's a good first step as well. If we go under the videos tab, we can see that there's a lot of branding here, which is really, really nice. You can cleanly go through each video knowing what kind of video they are. For example, if I want to see a play of the week, I can quickly see that. If I want to see highlights and recaps, I can see that as well. It's very clean, on point. I like it. Good thing we see here is that the playlists are being used well. I would say one improvement they could do is if you actually go through the playlist, you can find that there's no subscription for the playlist. Now, this is actually very important when it comes to SEO and search on YouTube, because someone might search highlights Golden Guardians. You don't want users just to click on a video. You want to get them to click on a playlist because then it'll autoplay, you'll get through it, and they're more likely to binge watch your content, which means more views, and them staying on YouTube longer, which YouTube likes, and them staying on your channel, which you like. If they're not a subscriber, the more videos they watch, the more time they spend on your page. That means you probably will get subscribers, and Golden Guardians really, really wants to up their subscriber numbers. For featured channels, we would like to see actually more featured channels in here. I think they could probably add the Golden State Warriors channel, and hopefully on the Golden State Warriors YouTube channel, they are also adding Golden Guardians, their esports team, onto their featured channels. Unfortunately for Golden Guardians, their players don't actually have a YouTube presence except Lauralu, who actually streams a lot and makes content on his YouTube channel. That being said, Golden Guardians did state that they want to help players brand themselves without doing it for them.
And we're really going to go about empowering our players to do that and to help them build their brands, but we're not going to do it for them. We need to lend a hand and help them, show them the path, and then they're really going to have to take this thing across the finish line.
This is something that we would look forward to in the future. Someone like Matt has done educational content that has gotten tons of views on his YouTube channel, even though he only has 3 videos on his channel. I'm pretty sure Golden Guardians doesn't know that they even have a discussion tab and there's even content in here. It's not active, people aren't using it. Eventually, when Golden Guardians has enough subscribers and views, they can turn it into an affiliate or partner with YouTube. And then you would add a community tab, which is really, really useful for the mobile experience. But right now, you can actually turn off the discussion tab. I would actually suggest that Golden Guardians turns this tab off. Now, under the About tab, we see not much content here. There's a very short description that doesn't say much. Although I think this description is necessary, let's see some player names. Let's see some vision and branding. Let's see some links. Let's see some personality. Let's see something that will actually tell us more about Golden Guardians, whether we know or don't know about them. Also, stuff in this description is going to help you pop up on search. And when I search Golden Guardians channel is not even the top thing that pops up. I have to actually scroll down the page to get to your channel. Now, I would love to see a Snapchat link here. Snapchat doesn't actually have links, but what you do is on your website, you make a page for your Snap code or Snapchat. And then when someone visits that link, like goldenguardians.com/Snapchat, you put your Snap code on the front of the page so people can go with their phones, take a picture of it with Snapchat. Or if they're on the mobile, they can take a screenshot and then put that on Snapchat to easily follow you there. So when it comes to the popular uploads playlist, yes, you want a top 5 videos that are maybe your most popular videos, but you don't actually want YouTube to control that because this is a default playlist that YouTube creates and it's just based on views. Let's say you actually don't want your LCS and Academy Summer Split roster update video to be highlighted on your top 5 videos. You might not want people to see the roster update, especially when it comes to content that is timely and gets expired quickly. You might not want that video on your top 5 for new viewers and potential subscribers to see right away. So instead of giving YouTube control of this, you make a playlist called like popular videos or something, right? Or must watch or top 5 videos. So then this requires a little more manual work, but I think it's totally worth it when you're talking about optimizing your YouTube channel. So the way you populate this playlist is you look for the videos that have the most views, the most likes, and the most leads to subscribers. Again, Golden Guardians wants to up their subscriber numbers so they can get partnered, up their views. So you want your best 5 videos actually here. So looking for videos that actually turn viewers into subscribers is actually a big deal. And that's going to help you know which videos are doing really, really well to kind of bring in your audience. Now to figure this out, I actually had to use a tool called TubeBuddy where I can kind of see tags of videos. The Golden Guardians YouTube channel doesn't actually have tags associated to its channel. So you can actually go change that in the settings. So Golden Guardians is actually a lot easier to search as a channel to pop up on people's searches. I would suggest things like NALCS team, esports team, League of Legends, esports. So now for the first video we're going to go over is High meets Kevin Durant. Now, I think this was a great video when it comes to content. It was something that people were familiar with, like kind of the behind the scenes, like docu-series feel. It got people really, really hyped because this was the first video that they put out and people were really excited about the Golden State Warriors getting into the League of Legends esports. So like there was a lot of hype coming into this. If you look into the comments section, a lot of people were excited about this video and were excited after watching this video. When it comes to the title, I think they did a really, really great job in getting that hook right at the front and then a little less important information at the second half of the title. The thumbnail was a good idea, but I think they could have done a little bit better when it comes to the thumbnail because when we're thinking about thumbnails, you create them like using Photoshop on a big screen, but when it actually comes down to the user, you're looking at a really small thumbnail on a page. And when it comes to the search bar, you really want yours to stand out from everyone else's. Now you have Kevin Durant in here, which is a big deal. Make his face actually bigger and get Kevin Durant like to have a really, really excited face on the thumbnail. Another thing you might want to put, because High is also the subject of this video, or at least what your big catch is, because he is the most popular player on the team. Get a good screenshot of his face, hopefully making a YouTube face like very shocked or very excited. This thumbnail, I think it's just a default thumbnail that YouTube's algorithm picked instead of actually creating a thumbnail. You really want to use those same ideas of making it pop, making it stand out, and encapsulating emotion or a feel that, oh, what's going on? I want to watch more of this video, or I want to click on this video. Now we go into more of the behind the scenes stuff. We actually have a list of tags you can see here, and they're pretty plain. Right? It's really important to actually rank in your searches, even if the search is kind of small, but at least related to the video. So something that I would put in here might be Golden State Warriors esports, Golden State Warriors esports team, NBA League of Legends esports, or the NBA gets into League of Legends, or the NBA gets into esports, like something that people might search. If you dominate a search term and you rank highly on that, you will actually get more priority when it comes to other general terms like esports or Golden Guardians or NALCS. Now, this is the first video, and I did see some improvements as well when it comes to what they did with their YouTube stuff, but there's no call to action. There's no end screen and there's no cards, those interactive things. So this was a huge missed opportunity because this is the video that got the most views onto their channel. And it was the first one. And the thing is, you can change these end screen cards later. So you can actually siphon views from this video and tell people to go check out this video now because we want more attention to this video. But the problem is they didn't give 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 5 seconds at the end of this to actually put those end screen cards onto this video. And if they do it now, it covers up some good content that's really kills and breaks the flow of the video. So that's really unfortunate that they did that, but we want to see that in the future. Again, there's no call to action. You want to remind people to subscribe, to like, to comment, and you can do those in more creative ways than just saying it. Like, for example, putting in the first 90 seconds on a lower third that pops up that tells you to subscribe or like or comment, but there's really no good call to action. And we do see this in some end screens eventually where Golden Guardians puts like subscribe. But again, I think you could do that even better, and we'll talk about that in another video that we're going to be going over. Now, the descriptions, Golden Guardians does a really, really bad job in the descriptions. It just says follow me. It's really important to have the first line and the first X amount of characters good, because when people search for your video and they see the title and the thumbnail, if they might not be convinced to click on it, they might look at the description and go, oh, now I'm convinced that I really want to hear what the story is because it was a really catchy description. Now, there are a lot of videos that actually put like follow us and some call to actions right at the top, because when you watch the video, it's right at the bottom of your screen in the description, or right at the top of the description. Either way you want to approach this, if Golden Guardians want to approach it the way they're doing it, you want to give a summary or talk about the video and the topics that it covers in the description to help you search and rank in search when people are looking for your video. So something that I might put into here is like Golden Guardians meets the Golden State Warriors as the League of Legends teams comes to see the Golden State Warriors practice playing basketball. And then I would add some more lines like, oh, we are really excited about this acquisition or merger or partnership or sponsorship, or we're Golden State Warriors are really, really excited to be working with us. Kirk Lakeup says blah, 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 or Hi actually gets to meet his idol, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Like say some stuff in there. And if people aren't reading the descriptions anyway, but it helps with your SEO. And if people want to read your description, that gives them extra content and more stuff to look at. Okay, so the other video I want to talk about is their Valentine's Day video. I thought this was a genius video when it came to content. One, it's low effort, so the resources are pretty minimal. You just get the players together to do something that they probably want to do and have fun. And it shows to your community that we're interacting with our community and our players like our community and appreciate the community that has taken the time to write Valentine's Day notes to them. This is the kind of content that esports wants and needs, right? Because players are super busy, getting players time is really, really hard. So you kind of need this low effort content. When it comes to Golden Guardians, it looks like they haven't put in a ton of monetary resources and manpower into their content. And I know they're going to be working on that. But the easiest way of getting into that is just low effort content, because esports loves this kind of stuff that highlights the players, right? Let's be real. Yes, Golden Guardians as a brand wants to be known and wants to have a good reputation. But right now, it's all about the players. Yes, the franchising system is going to help that because it's going to prolong exposure to the brands. But right now, it's about your players. So let the players' personalities show, because that's what people really actually care about. Few things that they did really, really well when it comes to the nitty-gritty of this video. One, you actually looked at comments and hearted comments. That is awesome. That is really, really great, because then Golden Guardians is saying, yes, we hear you, we see you, and we appreciate you. This is an easy way to do that. And let's be real. If someone that's a big fan of the team gets a hearted comment, that's going to motivate that fan to want to comment again on future videos. So this is how you keep people engaged and feel like they're being heard. Another thing we see here on the ad screen, there's a call to action that says subscribe. Great. But you had the players here. This would have been an easy opportunity to actually have the players say, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, like, and let us know something in the comments below. Like, that's good stuff. Make it more personal, because text on a video telling you to subscribe is not super convincing, versus if I'm a huge fan of contracts and contracts tells me to subscribe because he'd appreciate it. Like, oh, yes, I'll do that for you. Now, this is the first and only video they've done this, and it was super successful. So I don't know why they aren't doing this more, but they actually put cards on this video that was asking you to vote and interact with the video. Interaction is so important because it gets your fans engaged. You should be putting these there to link to other videos or to actually interact with your fans, get a poll. And who knows, maybe interacting with this poll affects future content. I really like that idea. All right. Now, the final stuff, the spicy stuff, and the stuff that I want you guys to comment below on is the future of what you think Golden Guardians content should be. What makes Golden Guardians unique from the other organizations, or what can they do to set themselves apart from the organizations when it comes to content? Okay, now before we go on, I do understand this. Golden Guardians ended up 10th place in the season. That is not good for the organization. They have higher standards than that. So they have a lot of stuff to fix when it comes to their players, their roster, their coaching, whatever, when it comes to the performance. That being said, there should be money set aside by a big organization with lots of money to work on content. Because let's be real, even if you do a lot of winning, sometimes that doesn't mean that you're getting the attention and love that you want your players or your organization to have. For example, Clutch Gaming finished 4th this season and as a new organization, and they have a really small YouTube channel as well versus someone like 100 Thieves that finished first in the season, or first in regular season, but second after playoffs. They have a very, very big YouTube channel. So with that, I am also expecting Golden Guardians not to put tons of money into their content for the next split, which is kind of disappointing. I hope I'm really wrong about that. But that being said, I think even with the lack of resources, there's a lot of stuff you can do to really boost your YouTube channel. And the first thing is obviously posting more content. Now, you don't need to do a docuseries because let's be honest, most likely Golden Guardians is not going to put the resources to make a crazy docuseries. Docuseries are also very unpopular when your team's not doing really, really well. So docuseries, probably out of the option. That being said, what if you made a weekly video about a subject of the week that's like 3 minutes long? We saw that with FlyQuest last year, and it actually did okay. It didn't do great, but it did okay. Now, when it comes to content and not performing well with the content, you also have to remember, even though you're having 100 views on your video or 300 views on your videos, one, you haven't proven to the ecosystem, the industry, the whole NALCS fandom that there's a reason to subscribe to your channel. But two, you have people that even though you guys are performing poorly and aren't showing your players off that much, that are still watching your stuff. So those might be your most passionate fans and you have to give to them. So even if you have 100 views on content, but there is consistently 100 views, that means you have some really hardcore fans watching that content. You probably shouldn't stop unless it's really, really taking away from something. Now, when I look at the highlight videos, they're not fancy, they're not crazy, but people are watching them. And when you talk about how many people are watching them, you have your best performing highlight video had 1.1K views. Golden Guardians has under 2K subscribers. That's pretty good view rate. Even with your academy team, you have a very low view. You have low views, but still, that's the Academy League. People aren't watching that anyway. So having those people watch that with something that takes very little effort to actually put together those kind of montages, that is something you probably can keep up, unless you're replacing that effort with better content. Now, what we saw from the Valentine's video was not some crazy numbers that are blowing up Reddit and getting on the front page of Reddit, but it's still outperforming a lot of your other content. Let's be real. The low effort put into the Valentine's Day video is probably similar to the highlights videos. So you should get your players together and do stupid stuff. You can figure out the personalities and the brand behind each player. For example, you can get Matt, someone that's known to be smart and educational, to talk 7 minutes about a pocket pick he has. I mean, Riot has made a video like this, and then spend a little bit of time editing that. That might be a little too much effort. Well, then you can get Deftly, who is known to play basketball and play a round of pig with 2 other players on the organization. Or what if you got Lorlo, who does stream highlights, and put one of his videos on your channel instead of his channel? Okay, again, resources are short, but I'm sure you can find some cheap labor. Let's get creative and talk about community, user-generated content. There are people putting out highlight reels of Golden Guardians games. They're getting more views than your videos. So why couldn't you do a collaboration? Another idea, what if you collaborated with a vlogger that does stuff in the esports scene and have them come to the Golden Guardians house, right? Travis coming to the Golden Guardians house to do interviews was really, really good. What if you actually worked with them to make content for your channel and not just theirs? And then you gave them access to extra stuff and they could use it for their channel. That's going to give them a boost as well. So think of clever ways to barter that might not be monetary if that's a limited resource for Golden Guardians. So ultimately, when it comes to content, I think, yes, do more low effort content, collaborate with people out there and really, really highlight what your players' strengths are and make content around that, right? We love the players, not the brand yet, but Golden Guardians can make us love a brand if they highlight their players well and their players speak highly of Golden Guardians. Ooh, another thing I want to suggest is Golden Guardians has an in with Golden State Warriors. Why don't we see Deftly vlogging an office tour the next time they are actually invited to the Golden State Warriors practice arena? What if we saw actually like the team doing more basketball videos, because that'd just be funny. right? And you can find a weird hook like the Golden Guardians try to recreate Steph Curry's winning shot, right? Like something fun, easy to do, and that actually the players might enjoy. That's going to make it easy to put out content. Their personality is going to come out, and let's be honest, we all are going to enjoy it. But the biggest thing is we need to see these videos. We need to see them more consistently, and that's how you build your subscriber base and the love around your content. So that's Golden Guardians, the 10th place team. We'll be moving on to the 9th place team in the NALCS, which is Optic Gaming, which made its name known on YouTube. We'll be checking out their videos, what they've been doing right, what I think they can do better in the next video. So if you've enjoyed this stuff, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and click on the next video.